What is it?
We are ready for Miss Cooper's polygraph. In fact, I just took it, to show how it works, and it
was accurate.
I lied and I got caught.
No kidding. What did you lie on?
He asked me if I was Mexican, and I said yes.
And it went off the scale.
It went off the scale. It shows you. He has a little chart, shows you how it jumps around.
You're not Mexican?
No, although I've been mistaken for Mexican a lot.
I thought you were Mexican when I hired you.
I know.
All right, listen. Let's take a break, Robin. Does Robin need during the commercials to get hooked up?
Yeah, what we can do is wait till we'll get her hooked up during the commercials, and when we come back, we'll be listening to it live.
Okay, finally we'll find out if Robin's in love with me.
All right.
And we're going to settle this once and for all.
Now, can the machine distinguish between love and in love?
Yes, and the questions are very pointed toward that. I was careful in writing the question because someone said, hey, let's ask a Robin.
You're not an expert in lie detectors.
No,
Why
it says...
or polygraph. Why did you?
It's very specific. Does Robin want to have sex with Howard? Right? It's very, very specific.
All righty.
All right. Hey, make sure does Robin want to have sex with Howard is on there. Okay. Double check my 200-question list.
You got to pare down to the most important.
We'll be back with all the excitement right after these words.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. Once again, Howard Stern.
All right, so we wanted, the other day on the air, I told Robin I thought that she was in love with me. She said she wasn't. She was willing to be hooked up to a lie detector test. We have Ed, the polygraph guy, over there. What's going on right now?
Well, what happened was he asked her, he's supposed to show her the questions in advance, but he only asked her the first four, and I told him to stop, and he's hooking her up now.
Yeah.
And he's going to ask her all the questions.
Okay, very good.
So why don't you bring them up, and I'll let them know they're on the air.
Look straight ahead. Try not to move for a minute, Rob.
That's Ed, the polygraph guy. They're in another room.
He's around here. This records your cardio.
Okay, Robin and Ed?
Yes?
We're on the air.
Okay, I can't hear a thing,
Hey, why don't you give Robin some headphones?
That's the point.
Just
that's the point.
As soon as Ed finishes hooking Robin up, we'll begin. Right?
Okay.
Ed, how long will that be?
About 2 minutes.
Okay.
3 minutes.
All right.
It's good timing.
Okay, Robin. Just look straight ahead. Try not to move for a minute. Let me handle everything. That's it.
I just want it recorded that I'm being cooperative.
Okay, very good. You're doing very good, Robin. Okay. Now, just look straight ahead, Robin. If you want to take a deep breath, you can take a deep breath and that's it. If you want to close
take another one.
Close your eyes.
All right.
Relax better that way. That's it, Robin.
Hey, what's the story? So now we got to wait 2 or 3. Why don't you give them headphones so I could talk to Robin and Ed?
I didn't think you... See, he said that nobody could talk to her during the interview.
Oh, I see.
That's why we did it in a different room. Otherwise, it throws it off.
I see.
You'll only disturb her.
Try not to move for a minute.
See what he's doing now, because I tried this out earlier.
Yeah.
He's trying to get her relaxed.
I see. She sounds pretty relaxed.
That's it. Just relax.
Now, you know what he's doing now? Now I can tell you. He's pumping up that blood pressure.
That's right. That's exactly what he's doing.
It hurts, too.
And there's two, not one. There's a lower and an upper chest
belt.
Right.
And I got to tell you something. That measures your breathing. And
plus, he's got two finger things.
Yeah, I did this. I got to tell you something. When they put that blood pressure thing on your arm, now I know why he said you can only ask like 4 questions. It hurts.
I did it for 5 questions. It wasn't too bad.
Really?
Yeah,
it hurt me. I was dying. They squeeze your arm so tight. Oh, okay, here we go. Shh.
Is your first name Robin?
Yes.
Now what he does is he writes it down on the paper so he knows what question it corresponds to.
Yes. I can figure that out, Baba Toothy. Silly boy.
He's trying to help.
Big lip Toothy.
That's not true. No.
Is today Thursday?
Yes.
Is the belt wrapped around her breast? Ever so tightly?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, today's Thursday. No giggling now, you notice? This is the love
You intend to answer all questions truthfully.
Yes.
I like Ed's voice. It kind of is like it sounds like he has to go to the bathroom or something.
I know.
Ed writing down something.
Do you work for K-Rock in New York City?
Yes.
Fred, cut out with the sound effects. Am I trying to hear what's going on for real? It's very serious.
No, that was really hurt.
Oh, that was real? That was Robin?
I swear.
Huh. I dig Ed, though. Ed, the polygraph guy. He's a cool guy.
He's good at it.
Yeah. He's good.
Would you like to have sex with Howard Stern?
No.
That sounded like a lie to me.
Yeah. I heard the needle jump.
No, that was a lie. I bet you that's a lie. Wait till we get the results. Oh, man. Robin banged her breasts on the...
Have you ever thought about having sex with Howard Stern?
No.
It's a lie. He's trying to laugh.
The meter just fell off. The guy has to now go buy a new machine. There's smoke coming out of it. I guarantee you she's thought about it.
Have you ever been in love with Howard Stern?
No.
That sounded, I could hear her voice shake when she said it.
She doesn't sound like herself.
No. Did you notice? Because she's in love. Every one of her answers is going to be false.
She's going, no.
This is serious, Robin.
Quivers is quivering. Jackie, these sound like lies.
Did your father molest you?
Yes.
Lie.
I wrote that. Jackie goes, you can't ask that. I go, I'm asking everything. She's under.
Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Gary?
No.
I believe that.
That's not a problem. I don't believe it. I believe she's telling the truth.
Do you wish Howard's wife was dead so you could bury him?
Come on. Don't laugh.
No.
He's laughing.
Ed's laughing.
Ed, you better go in there.
He's throwing it off.
It doesn't seem.
Is everything single in your book true?
Yes.
Is every single thing in your book true?
Yeah.
Go in there and help him.
Yeah.
All right.
Is everything single in your book?
Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Jessica Hahn?
No.
Ed, I'm going to interrupt for just a moment. You can pick up at these questions here.
He's here.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Tom Chisano?
Yes.
Hooga. Even I've had those. I'd like to bend him over a desk and hit him over the head with a hammer, knock him unconscious, and
Play naughty.
hey, I'm not supposed to be answering these questions. You play naughty
Have you ever
squirrel.
had sexual thoughts about Jackie Martling?
Yes.
Whoa!
Jesus.
She finally admitted. She didn't admit that the other day. Right, Jackie?
But she had that dream along.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So that would.
Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Howard Stern?
No.
Lie. Wait, you'll see. He's going to say, Ed the polygraph guy is going to say, that's a lie. You wait and see. He'll have the results like in 5 minutes. Listen to her breathing when he asked that. She was like getting horny. Maybe that was him? I don't think so.
Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Marvin Kipman?
No.
Just thought we'd throw that in.
I have.
That's just an inside joke. Sorry.
Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Stuttering John?
No.
It's a lie.
How could she know?
How could she?
Even I've had those. Listen to the meter. It's going off the scale. This stuff's pretty cool, but I took a lie detector.
Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Malika Kinnison?
No.
We're going to get to this lesbian stuff once and for all. We figured we threw in Malika because, you know how they used to always hug and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you now or ever been a lesbian?
No.
You know, we worded these like lawyers. Have you now or ever been?
Howard Shapiro.
Yeah, Howard Shapiro.
Do you hate your mother?
No.
I thought she'd say yes.
Have you ever wished her dead?
Did your father really get to third base?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Who wrote that?
you.
Your Honor.
I did not.
Third base.
How wrong is
When you look at your father, do you get turned on?
No.
What kind of lie detector is this?
Have you ever touched your cat sexually?
No.
I like hearing Ed the polygraph guy read these questions. Have you ever touched your cat sexually? The lie detector hasn't gone.
No, you can't laugh at the questions.
Crazy.
This is crazy. Ed!
All right.
I think the polygraph is...
Well, I gotta stop and answer off. All right, okay. Well.
Don't just skip that question.
What question is that?
Ridiculous.
Ask it. Ask it. Ask it.
I get myself here.
Come on, Ed.
You really have
What does it mean the polygraph expert laughs?
I know. I'm not taking it serious now. Did you really have sex?
I've never heard of a polygraph.
Come on, Ed, just ask it. Ask.
That's the end of the test.
Ask it, Ed. Listen to this guy. Hey, we must be funny.
You know what questions they want me to ask you?
I have no idea. They didn't show me any questions.
Have you ever got... You read it.
You read it.
You're going to give it to me to read?
No, don't do that.
What?
Gary, you read it.
One, have you ever cuffed your...
Wait a minute. I don't...
Number
tell me...
29.
29. Have you ever cupped your hand over your butt, farted, and smelled your hand? No.
Jesus.
Oh, man. I got to go.
All right. She answered enough. Let's get her back in here. Get her back in here and let's get the answers. Gary, please arrange that.
Ed, let's unhook Robin. And Robin, he wants you to go back in, and Ed, bring the results of the test, and we'll go in.
Very good.
Very good. That
I'm
was
sure this
success.
could be analyzed.
Ed wasn't taking it seriously.
Ed couldn't ask the fart question.
How does he get it, though?
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever...
All right, very good. Robin is in another room, obviously, and I will wait for her to return. Matter of fact, why don't I take a break, and then we'll get the results of the lie detector, know if she really was in love with any of us, and we'll be back right after these words.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Hey, so what's going on with the polygraph?
This poor polygraph man is destroyed.
Yeah, we had a whole bunch more questions for you, but he was having trouble getting through them. I know.
I don't know what that'll do to my test.
He's Ed the polygraph guy. So, we had a whole bunch of questions.
Like, what couldn't he get through?
Let's see. The one he had trouble was, have you ever cupped your hand over your butt, farted, and smelled your hand? Hey, Ed, the polygraph guy. All right, Ed. How you doing, man? Ed and I have never met before. You met Ed, obviously, when you
yes, he
took
had
the
to
test.
give me the test.
You know what I like about Ed? Ed even said to us, hey, I'm not looking for a plug. I'm not looking for anything.
He just wants to what?
He's just willing to do it.
Is he a fan of the show?
Are you a fan of the show, Ed? Is that right? I didn't know you were a fan.
So what, did you believe that I was in love with Howard and you just wanted to find out?
Yeah, Ed was curious. He's considered you are one of the top polygraph guys in the country. Is that correct?
Right, definitely.
Yeah,
Who's rating, though?
Ed. No, Ed, don't you work with all the top police officials and different various crime
He was
organizations?
back there telling me that he has uncovered everything.
Haven't you uncovered everything, in fact?
Definitely.
Yeah, right. What are some of the things you've uncovered, Ed?
Well, excuse me. I uncovered Katharine Hepburn's underwear. We found her underwear through the polygraph testing.
You found Katharine Hepburn's underwear.
She didn't know where they were. They had slipped away.
What do you mean? She lost her underwear?
Somebody had stolen her underwear.
And you had a suspect?
Right.
No, okay, get close to that microphone. I want to listen to what you say.
Okay.
You're saying they found Katharine Hepburn's underwear. I mean, someone lost it. I don't know how that...
It was stolen at a museum.
Oh, it was famous underwear.
Right, famous underwear from one of the movies.
Is that right?
She was famous for wearing underwear in a movie?
What movie was that?
I don't know the name of the movie, but it was in a casing.
Yeah.
And somebody had broke the case and stole her underwear.
No kidding. This was valuable underpants.
Oh,
and
sure,
after all,
from the movie.
no kidding. And so the museum or something wanted it back.
Right. And they had a suspect, and we polygraphed a few people.
Yes.
And we came up with one suspect that was deceptive, so-called deceptive on a polygraph, and he admitted to stealing her underwear.
God bless you. Hey, God bless you, Ed. You made the country safe. But, I mean, you've obviously taken part in many more serious criminal investigations.
Such as this one.
Yes, because we want to know. Now, I assume, Ed, that by the fact that you're in here, you have now come to some conclusions.
Right.
Okay.
Now, how do you like to present the evidence about Robin and all of this? Will you go through it question by question and tell us where she was deceptive?
Yeah, if you want me to do it that way.
Yes, I would.
I was
please.
deceptive, Ed?
Well, we don't know
How
yet.
dare you.
I haven't talked to Ed. She might,
he hasn't talked to you. Okay.
No, I don't know any of the results. Let's hope that it's good.
Okay.
I'll pay you to say you like it. All right. You want Perry Mason music? A little Perry Mason music, please. Let me give you a little, because now you got to get close to that microphone, Ed. I know you don't like it, but Ed's not used to being a star.
Oh, that's true.
But right now, all of America is waiting on your words.
Okay. She was truthful regarding her father.
Yeah.
Can I put my glasses on?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Of course you can put your glasses on.
Okay.
You can put two pair
You
on.
can do anything you want here.
Now, you say Robin was truthful regarding her father.
Right. Did your father molest you? She was truthful about that.
She was truthful.
Like there was any doubt.
Right.
Fred didn't believe it.
She still doesn't want to have sex with her father.
Right. Of course not. You see, I put those in there to see, what was going on. Because some people said, could Robin be making up her book? This proves that Quivers' a story. Quivers
a Life is not Quivers a Lie.
Right, right. All right, go ahead.
Now going into the
Not entirely, anyway. Yeah, right.
Now going into the next subject.
Which is?
The next subject is your book. Is every single thing in your book true? It's true. She was
true.
Truthful.
Truthful.
Thank
you, Ed.
But Ed, can I ask you a question? Isn't it that in her own delusional world that she might believe it's true?
Or maybe my memory's better than yours.
That's another test.
Right, that's another test. Exactly.
You got to get into my world.
Yeah, no one knows what's going on. But at least Robin believes it to be truthful.
Right. That's
Okay.
the most important thing.
Good. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
now where do we go?
You hate your mother.
Right.
She doesn't hate her mother, according to what I see.
Right. Okay.
She doesn't hate her mother.
Just wanted to know.
And did your father really get to third base? And she was truthful on that.
She was truthful.
Right.
Thank you. Oh, you. I had a little problem with the fact that you're calling it third base. I don't believe there's bases in molestation.
We knew you'd have a problem with it. Don't worry. Even Ed had a problem with it. All right, go ahead, Ed.
Okay.
All right. So, at least your happy childhood is intact. All right, go ahead.
When you look at father, do you get turned on?
No, get closer to that microphone. What was that?
When you look at your father, do you get turned on?
Right.
She said no. She was truthful.
She was truthful.
Yeah,
about
she's
that.
not turned on by her father.
I still don't believe it.
Oh,
so obviously, you know what's good about this, Ed? Everything that you've reported so far, I believe that it was true, and it shows that the polygraph knows. Go ahead.
Okay.
Some things. I don't know what he's going to say yet.
Let's see. Getting nervous, honey?
Down the road.
All right, let's see what else. We're going to find out if you love your man. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Ed.
The last one is, have you ever touched your cat sexually?
Right. Has she ever touched her cat sexually? She never touched her cat sexually.
No, she was truthful on that one.
You would testify in court to that fact?
Definitely.
All right.
Never touched your cat.
Because we got a big case coming up. All right, so you never touched your cat sexually. I thought maybe you had.
All
All right, you never know. It's poor cats.
Now, I couldn't ask you question number 29.
All right, the farting question. That one you didn't know.
And you got no result on that, huh?
Right.
Yeah, you don't trust the result. What result did you get? Just out of curiosity.
Well, she really got, upset by that question. And
I was upset by you, and you were like a mess.
Yeah, she got upset by it, and although it probably is inaccurate, was the answer truthful?
No, she's never cupped her.
She never cupped her butt and farted into it and smelled her hand? No. And what's wrong with the guy who dreams up a question like that? You better get me.
I think we should strap him down and ask him a few questions.
I can see my career down.
You're not kidding. You're pretty much out of it now.
Nobody's going to call my yellow page yet.
You're not kidding.
Are you in the yellow pages?
Yeah.
Not anymore. They just removed your name. Ironically, Robin did fart during the test, though. Isn't that true, Ed?
That's true.
That is true.
There was a complete change in the breathing pattern.
Yeah. Hey, when you I see the breathing pattern. Hey, but Ed, let me ask you something. When you have to put the two straps around Robin, now Robin is large-chested, as you know. Definitely, right? You couldn't help but notice.
Definitely, right.
I hope there was no molestation during the strapping in. But when you
I
strap,
can say Ed was professional.
did you strap? Because I haven't seen the tape yet. Do you strap the breasts?
Right, no, above the breast.
Oh, right above it.
He
Right above the
caged my breast.
And what about the second one? Doesn't that go under the breast?
That goes under the breast, more in the stomach area.
Oh, is that right?
Because some people breathe through the chest and some people breathe through the stomach.
Right.
And I had to put it over her breast and under the breast.
So when you put it over the breast, did you accidentally feel anything? I mean, no one would have faulted you. That would not be wrong. You didn't touch anything? Did he touch it?
No, he was a
lucky guy.
gentleman.
Ed, no wonder you went into the polygraph business. Lucky man. All right, now, but they're beautiful, aren't they? Oh, yes, beautiful.
Very nice lady.
Very nice, very nice.
Lady.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if she's nice, but those are beautiful. All right.
Thanks a lot, Howard.
Well, come on, it's a polygraph.
I want to hook you up. You know, when we had you under a polygraph, you didn't let us ask all these questions.
Yeah,
you didn't think of it. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Now let's get to the good stuff.
Now, we couldn't get into the one about... Have you ever made up two in advance?
I know, you didn't get to that.
He couldn't go any further in the test.
I know, but let's get to the good stuff.
He skipped the first part.
All right, let's get to it now.
Now, all the sexual questions...
All right, get close to the mic.
Okay, all the sexual questions... Believe it or not, on the question is, do you still... Where's this one here?
Go ahead, take your time.
Sorry.
That's right.
Would you like to have sex with Howard Stern? She said no. She was truthful about it.
All right, go ahead. Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
And there was somebody in particular down on the list here. Can I let you...
Now, when you say that she was truthful about that, there wasn't it worded a couple of different ways? There wasn't the question, have you ever thought about Howard sexually? That's the one I'm interested in.
We didn't get to that one yet.
Because I believe she was in love with me.
She was?
Yeah.
Well, who is number... I want to get this one here straight.
Go ahead. That's okay. Take your time. Ed, studying the
He's
results.
looking over the graph.
26. There was somebody in here in general. There was a complete reaction to the question. It was number 16.
Yes.
What's number 16?
Number 16 is... Have you ever had sexual thoughts about Malika Kennison?
Yes.
And there was a reaction to that question.
That she was being deceptive.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
I knew it. We put that in there because you were always hugging her.
Yeah, right.
Now, wait a second. So, poor Sam. Let me see that. Let me see number 16, like I know what I'm looking at. Let me see that.
C16.
Oh, my God. Is that obvious
I think
deception?
his machine broke at that
Oh,
point.
my God. Oh, my God. Robin.
Come on.
Look
Did
at
you
this.
put your tongue in Jessica Hahn's mouth?
No, look. Look at this.
What was the question before?
Robin.
Excuse me.
Look, you've got to see this reaction.
It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, my God. Alert the media. Let's hold a press conference. Now, you're saying the only deception was on the Malika Kennison one.
Right.
Oh, please.
She didn't want to have sex with me. She didn't want to have sex with Fred or Jackie. No. Wait a second. I
I heard the machine do something at one point, and I don't know why it did it.
Well, you got a second book.
I think his machine is broken.
Get close to the mic. I can't hear you.
I'll retest her on that question again.
Good.
Okay.
I would like that. Because I happen to believe that that's true.
Yeah, right.
Because everything else was true. Why wouldn't that be?
Sure. You don't know anything.
Well, something was on her mind.
Did she ever? What about the question? Have you ever been a lesbian?
Well, she passed that one.
She passed all of them.
Right.
See?
Yeah, she passed that
Did she have sexual thoughts about Fred Norris?
He didn't ask me about Fred.
Oh, yeah, we had it written down, but we never got to that.
No.
And you were saying to me that she's never been in love with me or had sexual thoughts about me.
Have you ever been in love with Howard Stern? Number 20.
That's the one I want to hear. Deception on
She
her.
likes you, but she doesn't love you.
She likes me but doesn't love me.
Right.
Well, Robin says it's all baloney anyway because she doesn't believe the Malika Kennison thing.
But the point is, I have always answered you truthfully.
No, not about Malika Kennison.
You never asked me about Malika.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you.
Let me see. Ed, I don't know if you know your
don't want to
business.
trust the polygraph.
Number 16.
16 looks like a lie to me. That looks like a lie.
She was thinking about someone.
She was thinking about Malika Kennison, that's for sure. And look at the one about me. That's a lie, too. She obviously was in love with me.
Are you getting the same reading as Malika?
I don't know if you know how to read this, Ed. You better go put your glasses back on.
Don't let him look.
All right, so you're saying that Robin was honest when it came to the fact that she is not in love with me.
Right, she's not in love with
She's not in love with me. She's never been in love with me.
Right.
And she's never had sexual thoughts about me.
No, she's never had sexual thoughts about you.
But how can we believe her? She says that the Malika Kennison one is wrong.
The machine messed up once.
Ed, you sure you weren't holding it upside down?
Have you ever been in love with Howard Stern? No.
No. Hey, get close to that mic, please. I'm begging you. I'll do anything. I'll get on my knees. Whatever you say. Go ahead.
He's having sexual thoughts about you, Ed.
Yeah, Ed.
26.
I don't believe this. All right. So if that's what you think, Ed.
Right. Well, if for some reason she was deceptive to that question, she thought about something in general, that question. Maybe she didn't like the question.
Well, no, obviously there was something going on there.
I showed it to you, right? Okay.
Ed, it's plain as day.
Okay.
I mean, it's off the
I'll show it to
scale.
you, Robin.
It's all right. It's no big deal. I know how I feel about everything, and I'm honest.
Right, I know you are.
I'd like to get you in a hot tub
Why
with
would I
Malika.
lie at one point and not?
No, I think you were
Everywhere
truthful
else.
for the whole thing. I think you were truthful for the whole thing. I think, in fact, you were not in love with me. I now stand by Ed's polygraph.
Thank you.
I think that you were honest about your book. I think you were honest about your father. And I think you were honest about Malika.
I even had to admit because I had that one dream. I'm not responsible for my subconscious mind. And I had one dream where I was having sex with Jackie, so I had to say I had sexual thoughts about Jackie.
And it was honest. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, she was honest.
Well, I personally think you were in love with me. I don't care what anyone says.
No matter what the machine
I don't care what the machine says.
Okay, all right.
And she was hot for Tom, of course. She had sexual thoughts that indicated that she was telling the truth. Well, Ed, you certainly have gotten to the bottom of a lot of things.
Okay,
Fafafui booked Malika on the show.
Like something's going to happen.
Oh, who knows? And, Ed, listen, between you and me, I'll give you some advice. Go catch a criminal. What are you doing? What's your time?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You're asking fart questions. Ed, you don't want a plug? I'll give you a plug. You're very good. You sure? Okay. You got plenty of business, really?
Well, thank you, Ed. It was a pleasure.
Nice to meet you, Ed. Thank you.
That polygraphing is nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking. Ed's sweating like a bastard. I can't believe it. It was more nerve-wracking for Ed.
Like I thought, we're not on the air. I belong to an organization.
Well, no, we are on the air. Yeah. I'd like to know what Ed has to say off the air. Thank you, Ed. That's Ed, the polygraph guy, and Robin will be back right after these words.
I just want to say I passed.
You sure did. I learned something new about you. I'm going to give a bonus to whoever thought up the Malika question.
After these messages. Listen fast. It's the soon-to-leave radio. Howard Stern.
That's no lie. I've had it. One more love note from Tom Chiasano, and I'm out the door.
What?
Nothing. Your boyfriend. He's disgusted by that polygraph test. That's your boyfriend. Tom Chiasano. All the years I put in with you, and you don't have one stinking sexual thought about me. You got some.
Does that mean I don't love you, Howard?
It
I
means
love
something.
you. I don't love Tom.
It means you're shallow.
I had sexual thoughts about him, and I never claimed not to be.
I'm never having a sexual thought about you again.
I never. You said he was so upset. He said to me in the commercial break, "It proves to me you're shallow."
You
Robin.
are shallow.
And I said I never claimed to be anything else.
Right.
You know who was upset that Robin didn't dig him? Stuttering John. He went out and looked at the guy's polygraph test. He was like,
I'm challenging the polygraph
He was looking
test.
over the papers and stuff.
I'm getting Ed back in
John
here.
has had this theory, too, that I have sexual thoughts about him.
See, I, of course,
I would have agreed with that. I would have agreed with that before the polygraph.
Yeah, I thought that you guys... There was a time where I thought you might have lost your mind.
You don't know me at all.
Hey, never
At
mind.
all.
Never mind this horrible polygraph test that proved that you're vapid. I will.
You know what? Men don't like it when they find a woman who thinks just like them.
How could you be attracted to Tom Chiasano? The guy,
gorgeous.
yeah, but he's so empty.
Who's talking about talking to him?
It's
we
like-
were talking sex.
Do you love a doll? Would you love a puppet? Do you love the Jackie puppet?
Did we talk about love and Tom? No, we talked about sexual thoughts and Tom Chiasano.
Well, sometimes a woman should be turned on by a man's brain, not by that stupid face.
I am. But I don't want to make love to him.
The only thing he's capable of is swinging a golf club.